Welcome. You are at home with Jim and Joy, and you are an important part of our EWTN family, and we are grateful that you have welcomed us into your home. We certainly would love to hear from you, so send us an email with a question or a comment to jimandjoy@ewtn.com. Well, today our guest is Jennifer Marte Molina. She is the author of Grandma Taught Me to Love Mary, and this beautiful book is available at ewtnrc.com. And we certainly we know the power of being a grandparent in your grandchildren's lives, and this book is so beautiful about the catechesis and just the instruction of the beautiful way of Mary. You know, I'm a convert, so I didn't grow up with a beautiful formation of Mary. I had to teach myself, had to pray the rosary. And so the influence and the power of this beautiful book and the power of grandparents in the lives of their grandchildren with the Blessed Mother's hope. You're going to enjoy this great interview.
It's a real life story because this is Jennifer's mother that she's referring to and her mother's influence on conveying Mary to the next generation, to her children and to her other grandchildren. And we learn as well that Grandma passes away. And so it's a real tribute to her life. And it is a beautiful book. The illustrations are super, many of them based on the grandmother, her mother. So the images are very powerful. And there's so many ways that she conveyed how to love Mary, how to see Mary, how to make offerings to Mary, making shrines to our Blessed Lady. And I don't know, there's like 15 or 20 different ways to do it. It was so helpful. So, most I knew, but some I didn't know. And like you, Joe, I didn't grow up in an intimate relationship with Mary, but this book certainly shows the importance of that relationship.
And so many people, so many of you out there have had the story where maybe your parents didn't teach you about the Blessed Mother, but your grandparents did.
And Joy, this reminds me of the Catholic Grandparents Association. CatholicGrandparentsAssociation.org. We're members of that. And the vision of that is to share the faith with your grandchildren and keep prayer at the heart of the family. And that's exactly what this book is doing, conveying the faith, keeping prayer, and in particular Our Lady at the heart of the family. If we do that, what blessings will fall upon our families. We'll be right back. Plenty more to come. Don't go away.
Welcome back. Well, you are at home with Jim and Joy, and today our guest is Jennifer Marte Molina. She is the author of Grandma Taught Me to Love Mary, and this beautiful book is available at ewtnrc.com. Well, Jennifer, we want to welcome you at home, and we are so happy to have you with us. The book is absolutely beautiful, simple, beautiful, teachable to children of all ages, even adults learn from it. So we want you to tell our family a little bit about yourself and how you came to write this book.
Okay, thank you for having me here. This book was inspired with my mom. My mom, she was a grandma of, at the moment, she was grandma of 10 grandchildren. Right now, if she was still alive, she would have 14. And it was inspired, just her life was just so beautiful. She shared everything. It was so unique. Like, there was nothing that came from her life that was like unreal. More, it was, she practiced everything, and everything she practiced, she wanted us to learn from it. Her children, she had 5 children. And all of us, for the moment, there's 4 of us that are married, one that's still searching for her vocation. And it's beautiful to see how she just taught that to us to move forward to how to love Jesus and Mary and live that in our lives. And she wanted that for the kids.
So you were raised in a devout Catholic home, right?
Yes.
So you prayed the rosary with your mom?
Yes, every day we prayed the rosary as a family in the evenings, right before bed. It was like a tradition we did. And we would go to daily mass if some of us were homeschooled, so we would go in the morning and we would go to mass and then come back home and just have our normal just day at school. So it was just something we did, and it wasn't something we questioned. It was just something normal to us because that's how we were brought up.
Share with us a little bit about your partnership with Magnificat and Ignatius, because so many people use the Magnificat periodically. Joy and I do, you know, for our daily readings and evening and so on, close of the day. But not many people know that they're publishing children's books.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about that, and also about Vanessa, the illustrator here, because the illustrations are just wonderful.
Yes, so Magnificat, it's always been something that we knew growing up as well, because we would get the Missalette, and we would read from it daily. And it was when we contacted them to offer them our book, they loved it. They fell in love with it, and they just wanted to, you know, publish it. So they asked us if we wanted to add a few other pages, kind of like to present who Mary is, and then also conclude who Mary is in the life of everyone, all of us. So it was nice because we added those 2 extra pages they asked us, and it was just it was an easy process. They were so willing, and my friend is the illustrator. I contacted her. I told her my idea, and she's never done this before, but she was inspired by my mom's story, and she said, I want to publish it. I want to illustrate it. So in reality, I mean, this book wasn't intended to be published. It was more for just my kids and my nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
That's why we were inspired at first to write the book. So they had like some type of memory of abuela and of grandma. They wanted some type of memory of her. And we were able to just do that. And when people saw what it was, they were like, why don't you get it published? Like, this is just so good.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the illustrations are not simply kind of fitting the words that are there, but are really actual, you could say, pictures made into illustrations, a number of them, of your mom engaging with the grandchildren, of, you know, little places that she made, a garden,
Right.
and little shrines and so on. So these are actually based on reality and real images and pictures.
Right. Vanessa did a really good job with just, I would ask her, like, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? And I would just show her the pictures and how to modify it and just put different things that could reflect. But some of them actually have, like, my mom holding the rosary and holding one of the kids and just praying the rosary with the kids, or just doing like a little garden for Mary and having the kids help out. So those are things that we kind of did, and it was normal. Like, it was a normal thing, and we didn't see it as strange because it was so authentic that it just finding pictures wasn't hard, because it was just things that was in there that
the pictures are so beautiful. They are so warm. They are engaging. They draw you in, but yet they're real. And it's like when you said, that's really my mother.
Right.
I was like, oh, how beautiful.
She has a very sweet face.
She was
how
very
perfect.
sweet woman, and she just had such love for Jesus, and it was just so authentic. It was so authentic, her love, that it drew you to love Jesus and Mary and just want to be a person of faith.
Is that the main message that you're trying to convey, or are there some sub-points to that? What are you trying to convey in this? I mean, it's a testament to your mother's legacy.
So for me, I just see her life was such a witness that I want others to see that it's possible. That it's possible to love Jesus and give that to others. Share that for your grandkids. Give that to your family. Like, it's, you know, some people see it, oh, it's church, oh, this, oh, that. But there's something about it that you could give forward to your grandkids. And that is going to go on forever and ever. My kids always remember as grandma was the one that prayed the rosary, and grandma was the one that taught me to do this. So I see it as an example of her life, and I wanted others to learn about it and see, hey, I could do the same.
Yeah.
I could love Mary, or I could do this devotion that I didn't know was possible. I can do that.
And in the book, you have everything in English and in Spanish.
Right.
Right? Because you're saying this is a broad audience.
Right.
And we want to bring everybody in. And it is so beautiful because even if you're reading it to children, children can learn the Spanish, right, from the English that's right on top of it, which is so beautiful.
Yes.
I mean, I would love to be sitting down with the grandkids and saying, now let's read it in Spanish and see how we do. Right?
Yes.
What
yes,
a way to pass that on.
And that for us was so important too, for it to be in 2 languages, because coming from a Hispanic household, for us it's normal to speak 2 languages at home. So we wanted even those kids, the grandkids that may not speak that much Spanish, we want them to continue that as well and learn, hey, you know, this is how you say it in Spanish.
So you were one of 5,
Yes.
right? And now, how many children do you have?
I have 4 children.
Okay.
I'm married to Jaime. He is actually a producer here in EWTN, and that's why we were brought here to Alabama from New York. And we moved here 4 years ago, and we now have 4 children. The oldest is 7, then 5, 4, and 9 months.
So when you moved here, right, you were pregnant, and then your mother was suffering and dying back in New York.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that journey and the difficulty for that, and yet she was still so brilliant and full of faith and love.
Yeah, so being so far away was very hard when we found out the diagnosis, because we didn't know that she was sick when we came here. She found out my husband got a job here in EWTN, she was so happy. That was like, oh, the dream job. Like, she was just so happy because we grew up watching EWTN. So for us, it was like a normal thing. EWTN was everything in our lives. So when she found out about it, she was so excited. And she was well. Her dream was always to come here and visit. And she wanted to be here. But a few months after Jaime started working September, she got sick. She was diagnosed in December. So it wasn't long after we moved here that she was diagnosed. And then she passed away probably like 11 months later. So it's hard, but I do still feel her presence. I do feel like this book was inspired by her in so many ways. Like, she was the one that gave us the idea. She was the one that put everything in line to make it possible.
Well, the title of the book says so much. Grandma taught me to love Mary. And you do have various aspects of encountering Our Lady that your mother taught the grandchildren. And so I went through them. There's like 10 or 15 of them there. But the love thing, you have to have that love to convey that love, you know? So there's a lot of ways and disciplines and traditions of the church that are here. But if you really don't love her, you can't convey it. So your mother loved her. Share with us some of the elements that she was sharing about to convey this love, to convey ways to encounter. I mean, because you speak about love, and I just made a list of some of the things there, you know, to ways to see Our Lady, ways to sing to Our Lady, ways to make offerings to Our Lady. So just walk us through some of these aspects.
There's some images here, which, I mean, singing, she always loved to sing to Mary. So that was one thing that she always taught the kids. Oh, let's sing a new song to Mary. And that was just something we would sit around and we would just sing to
What were
Mary.
some of the songs? I think of Immaculate Mary, your praises we sing. I don't know.
They were Spanish songs, mostly Spanish songs, but I mean, there's so many, I can't think of any.
But singing caught me by surprise, you know, because I think of teaching, I think of taking them to a shrine, I think of, but you know, not many people sing.
Yes,
but maybe
we would sing like the Ave Maria in the Rosary. So that, like, one of the Hail Marys in the Rosary, like in the decade, we would sing Ave, Ave Maria. So it was one, like, you say Our Father, and then the first Hail Mary, you would do a song to Mary. And then you would just pray the Rosary, just normal, like you would do. But that would be one you would sing it and for every decade.
Yeah.
But that was just one of the things that she showed us, and we just did, and it was just so normal.
Yeah.
So normal. And just other things like going to visit the shrines.
Yeah.
Like for her, it was just so important once a year or throughout the year, visit a certain shrine or a church dedicated to the Blessed Mother, or even just a shrine itself, a cathedral or anywhere.
Yeah, and you, right at the beginning, you say, my grandma taught me that the Blessed Virgin Mary is my mother. Now, you grew up with that.
Right.
But there's people that don't grow up with that.
Right.
And so it's kind of like, wow, how is she? I know she's Jesus's mother, but my mother? I have another mother besides this mother?
Yes.
And to know that, the family...
And feel it, and to be able to just be willing to do it. I mean, in the Bible, it says it there, how Jesus gave John. To be the son. This is your mother. This is your son. So, I mean, that was just an example that Jesus, right before dying, that's what he wanted.
Yeah.
And it's just being that in the Bible. I mean,
Yeah,
it says a lot.
it took me a long time for various reasons
To understand
to
that.
understand that, and then to take her as my mother. I don't know how patient she's been because I
Right.
haven't welcomed her in. And when I took her in, Joy as well, we consecrated ourselves, to the Lord through the Blessed Mother. When you give her permission to be your mother, she's been doing so much more for me. But I say it's like, if I make the bed in the morning or Joy makes the bed in the morning, for me, one of the first things it's like she comes back behind me and touches it up, makes it more beautiful.
Yeah.
But that wasn't happening.
Yeah.
And so to share the Lord, to love your wife, to do whatever, she comes by and she touches everything in a different way.
Oh, yes. And my mom always, one of the things she taught us was, I'm your mother and I love you, but Mary loves you more. She loves you more than I do. And that was something that she instilled in us from very young, very young. Like, if I love you so much, can you imagine how much Mary loves you?
Yeah.
And that was just something we grew up with.
Well, and to be formed in that,
Yes.
I mean, we both lack that. But to be formed in that, especially coming from such a force of love as your mother was,
Right.
and to say, she loves us and she loves me, and then, to have that formation of her great love, I mean, that just has to be, what a gift.
Yeah.
And here she is, she wants to make sure her grandchildren catch this and
Yeah.
know this, and that it's embedded deep in their soul, so that as they grow in this world that is far from God, they have that formation, and to know that they are safe and secure. They're under the garment of our Blessed Mother in prayer and in love.
Oh, yes.
I love how she talked about having a Marian garden, right? To have a garden for Mary. Tell us, what did she do in your life with that?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, there was different locations, and every house, like, she would just a different garden for Mary. It was either in the front or in the back of the house, or somewhere where it could be seen. In the book, there's actually a house, and that's a house that we have in Queens, New York. And that house, she built like a bay window, and there's a huge statue of Mary right in the front. And that image
Yes.
of people just come by, and they just walk by and they stop and say a prayer right in front of Mary. And it's just a regular house.
Right.
But because people walk in New York, it's normal to walk.
Right.
And people stop and they
Right.
just say their prayer and keep going. And it's definitely just seeing that.
Yes.
For us, just watching people stop
Yeah.
and do that.
Yeah.
That's
It's a beautiful picture.
Yes.
Page 24.
Yeah, no, it is, right? And to say, I'm going to honor you.
Yes. Yes,
Well,
and to watch people. For us, it was a testimony to see people just stop and pray.
Yeah. And that
because
was
you take it for granted sometimes, your own house, and you're like, oh, you just come in, you do the sign of the cross, but you see people, strangers, just stopping by and just praying.
No, that's another reason why, Christmas time we should have a creche out front. And that also fits with another part of her teaching that you said she conveyed to the children, was that not only do you receive Our Lady, you must convey your Lady to others.
Right.
And that's one of the ways that she did that,
She
with that
did,
image
yes.
right there in the window as people passed by in Queens, New York,
Yes.
and they would see Our Lady there and stop.
Yes, just stop from the rush of everyday life and just do a prayer, just a small prayer. It doesn't have to be the rosary, just a Hail Mary, or just Mary, I love you, or thank you for everything and taking me to Jesus. All that is valid.
Well, we're going to take a break at this point. We're going to hold you over for the final segment. There's so much to share. It's so packed in this little book. So we'll be right back. There's plenty more to come. Please don't go away.
Welcome back. We're at home with Jim and Joy. And I just want to encourage you, if you're a grandparent out there, pass on your faith to your grandchildren. First of all, they need it. They're hungry for it. And if not you, then who? Who do you love? Do you love Jesus? Do you love our Blessed Mother? Do you love church? Do you love going to confession and to adoration? All these ways that we live at our sacraments, teach them and pass them on to your children. Well, Jennifer, in closing, what message do you want to convey to our family about your book?
Oh, I just think it's so important for grandparents to just not be afraid. Not be afraid to pass on that faith to the kids. I saw it with my mom. I see how much my children and all the other grandchildren benefited from her teaching and her example, because she didn't just teach it, she lived it.
Yes.
She lived it with such joy that it was just so nice.
But it was natural to her, right? It wasn't like, okay, now I'm going to become holy. I mean, it's just who she was.
It was just an everyday thing, and it wasn't weird at all. It was just a love so authentic. When you learn to love, it's just so authentic that you don't need to fake it, or it comes natural.
Can you share with us a particular page or image or two?
Yes, so one of my favorite actually is how she actually sent this to build. She did like a way of the rosary. You know how we have the Stations of the Cross? Well, she did a way of the rosary, and she would have a group of people come every, once a month, or probably every Saturday, depending on the group she would get in the summer. And each family dedicated, like they donated to build that
that station.
tomb, that station, and it's in honor of to think about to pray for their family. They offered it up for those intentions for that family, and people who pray there are praying for that family who offered that station. And it's so beautiful because she loved Mary so much, she created this she just invented it. I mean, I'm sure there is things like that, but
how many stations?
20. So it's all the glorious, luminous, it's all of them 20. So it's all 20 houses, and each one has the image of the mystery of the rosary, and people would just stop in each station and pray, either if they did one mystery or if they did all four. It was just something that she wanted people to come and pray.
And what an evangelist.
Yes.
And these are beautiful ideas for us as families, because she really made Our Lady concrete through various images or icons, or these 20 stations that you walk, or a garden, whatever it might be. She made it in a way that you could kind of touch Mary.
Yes.
Even though she's bigger than we can know. But it's also like she was accessible.
Yes.
Wants you to know her, wants you to sense her.
And she wants you to know her so she could take you to Jesus. And that's her, and that's what she wants. She wants us to trust her, to guide us to Jesus. And that's another image. My mom, she passed away 3 years ago. So one of the images in the end is her holding Mary's hand, and Mary taking her to Jesus, because we don't she's not this God, but she's just the mother of Jesus, and she wants us to love God, love Jesus, and take us to him.
And
to
what
heaven.
A peaceful, happy death that would be.
Yes.
Jennifer, thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for sharing this beautiful book, important book, instructive book, and the great testimony you give to your mother, whose way you are following. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
It's our privilege. Grandma Taught Me to Love Mary. It's a blessed book. Go to EWTNRC.com so you can get that. So many aspects that are shared in here of helping your children to love Our Lady. And the final point that Jennifer was making was just so important, that Mary leads us to Jesus. Mary wants to take us to Jesus. And so let's convey that to the next generation, and let's believe it ourselves, that in the end, Our Lady will lead us to the King of Kings, to the Lord of Lords, her blessed Son. You're an important part of this family. You're never alone. You're always at home with Jim and with Joy. Bye now.